So I was talking to God recently, and I was basically just talking to him about my desires, like the things that I want from him, and specifically when it comes to a business. I've been asking the Lord for this business for a couple years now. I've been talking to him about it, so all the things I want out of it, and he kind of checked me when I asked him this, like, Lord, like, why are you not bringing this business to me? First thing he said was, okay, what's the business idea? And I was like, God, you know the business idea. Like, we've been talking about it for years. I told you the business idea. I already told you that. Like, we figured it out already. And I'm just paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what he said. But he basically said, you want me to bless this business. You want me to give you the finances for this business. You want me to give you the opportunity to get the finances for this business. But you don't have any of the ideas written down. You don't have anything written down of what you want to come out of this business, who you want your target audience to be. Do you want it to glorify me? Because that's important to write down too. You know, like, how successful do you want this business? What do you want to charge? When it comes to this business. You haven't written any of that down, right? You started a little bit, but you haven't finished. And I want you to visualize. Let's imagine the Lord is driving to your house to pick you up, right? And this driving to pick you up is really coming to bring you to the blessing. He's coming to pick you up, and he tells you, I'm 5 minutes away. Be ready at the door. Standing at the door with your bags packed, right? I need you ready at the door because we have to go exactly when I get there. Think about a parent saying that, right? In this case, let's just say God. And you're laying down on the couch. You're like, all right, 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. I can just wait. Laying down, your clothes aren't on. You don't got your bags packed. Your shoes aren't on. You haven't cleaned up. You still got a dish in the sink that you still got to wash before you leave. Like, you have nothing ready, and you're waiting for the last second to just be like, oh yeah, I have time. Like, and the Lord is like, I'm coming in 5 minutes. And now it's 2 minutes. And now it's 1 minute. And you're still on the couch waiting. You have not put your clothes on. Have not packed your bag. You're not at the door when the Lord said get to the door. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're delaying where he's trying to take you because you won't get ready. You won't prepare yourself. And I don't know who I'm talking to because now I'm talking to somebody else. This ain't even for me no more. I'm talking to somebody else. You're not preparing for where he's about to take you. So when he says, I need you to work on the anger before I can give you children, right? Those children do not need to go through you lashing out on them because you cannot control your anger. I need you to work on your patience before you can have that marriage because I do not need you to have impatience when it comes to your wife or your husband because you're going to hurt that person. I need you to write the ideas down, my situation, because when I give you the finances, when I give you the business, you already have the ideas laid down. There's no excuse to not start it because you have the ideas laid down. If I give you the finances now, you know what you're going to do? You're going to make excuses for why you can't write the ideas down. You're going to see that money and you're going to say, let me just pay for bills. Let me just do this instead. Let me just buy a car. Let me just do this. Let me just get a house. You're going to make excuses for what you want that money to go towards instead of going towards the business that the Lord told you to start. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but if the Lord has not given you a thing that you've been desiring, maybe you need to look back and think about, are you preparing for that thing? Have you been standing at that door ready for the Lord with your bags packed? Okay? You have to be ready for the thing. Don't get wary and think, the Lord's taking too long. I'm just going to lay down on the couch and I'm going to wait. And I'm going to, when he comes, and then I'll go outside and, get in the car. No, stand at the door and wait for the Lord joyfully, right? Because he's coming. He said 5 minutes. Now it's 2 minutes. Now it's 1 minute. You need to be at that door ready for when he brings that thing.